Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just crafting up a couple of these accelerated thingies for a new quantum computer that I have crafted up. And I made one for our space elevator here. So it's just underneath. Throw it in here. Ooh, I gotta sort out these overclock things too. I forgot about that part. All right, it's not turned on. It's not powered up or anything. So yeah, I have gone ahead and got this to form, and I've managed to get both the module and the main thing formed. So basically what I did was just break a couple of these blocks and then used the autocomplete. I only had just those two blocks in my inventory, and I did a few of these, and it put the module right here. So that seems to be where the module goes, in that slot, but facing the thing. I had it on the other side, didn't we? So yeah, that part formed the space elevator. Also, don't ever hit that, because that's why things blow up. And then got that to form, and then this was still saying invalid or whatever, until I started replacing with input bus, output bus, input hatch, and this connector for our quantum computer. Now this is probably kind of just temporary right here. I just wanted to get these hooked up, and then we'll see how that works. I know you can use one computer for multiple modules. I'm really just focusing on one for now, and then we will worry about that. I'm guessing you maybe daisy chain them or something like that. Maybe more connectors out of here. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not worried about that at the moment. I just want to get this running, and then we'll sort out specifics and where I want to place the hatches and all that stuff. Although I do need to get this sorted. 359812. We're gonna remember that. And 2282. I don't know if I actually need to change that, but 359812. 359812. 359812. 359.812. All right. So yeah, we are actually underclocking it. Otherwise, I think it gets too hot with these processing units. So I think we're good there. Yeah, those we don't do anything with those. Pretty sure it's just those two. Right? I don't remember. We'll have to get it going. Maybe when it's running, we'll see. And then I just hooked it. I'm hooking it directly up to this transformer. I debated whether doing lasers, which we probably could do. You know, move it over here. Easy access to lasers. But I just want to kind of get it going first. So hopefully it doesn't explode. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to turn it off. There's no point in running it when we're... That one? Oh, it does show. Alright, so we need the optical thing. I think I have... I might have used them when I was crafting that stuff up. Yeah. And then we'll attach it here. And then I need to figure out which thing we're going to do. Also, the mining modules. I'm not... A lot of this is just kind of trial and error, to be honest. Because there is not much documentation on the space elevator at this point. I did look on the wiki, and it sort of, kind of mentioned it, but it was pretty bare bones. So, if we want to... We got that. I couldn't remember how to form it. We got that. I think we're good there. We're not doing the space resource module. I'm not quite sure what that does yet. Pumping and mining. I'll leave those because we can easily see the things. Infinity Catalyst, I think, is one that I'm going to try for. There are a couple ores that you can get from the space elevator that make life much easier. Europium. There is that other one. Oro something ore. Oru. Orandor. And I don't remember what this was for, but I remember using it. We had to get the plates this way with Tiberium. And I don't really remember what we were using this for, but we needed it for something. Also, we will get into that type of fuel eventually, just haven't done it yet. So the dust, it was the dust, that's what it was. Dust for the Arthurium. And then that was its own thing. I think it was the plates for somewhere. Anyway, I am just yammering on. Oh, it was the liquid, I think it was. The fluid. So that is possibly one. And then there's the other ones like Tiberium ore and stuff, which are really a pain, but now you can get them from space mining. So, gonna have to figure out which one we want. I think I'm gonna start with the Infinity Catalyst. And one thing, not entirely sure, and I don't know if it's just like the speed of how fast this works, but like the different types of drones, I think it's just how fast it works. I don't know if there is any other difference from that. So if I want to do this one, we are going to have to do Mining Drone 8, which is, you know, a decent size thing. We also need those, which those aren't a problem. I do think I may... I'll throw those there. I may do a stocking input bus instead. And then use the level maintainers to keep them in stock. I think that's what we'll do. Again, I don't know how fast we're going to go through this. Also, the plasma that we're going to have to do. So maybe radon plasma. If we end up doing this, though, we are going to have to probably get another fusion reactor. Just add it to the mass of fusion reactors that we were doing. So, I am going to have to get these mining drones. If I want to use A8, we are going to have to craft up A8, A7, A6, 5, 4, and then 3. So this one, it looks like it starts with this one. You don't need to research the 1 and the 2 if you don't want, but you do need to do this and then go through the things all the way up. So if I do Mining Drone 3, I can't get the things that we want. And like, I don't really need cassiterite and tin and stuff like that, so I think we want to jump up into some better ores here. We might as well start off with that right away, I'm thinking. I did see a plate, like one of these, which I thought, I'm like, that's kind of cool. We did that, and then we get all these dusts that the platinum line does. I don't know, I was like, that's kind of cool. Again, though, I need to figure this... Well, I need to craft up these mining drones. So if I'm going to do Infinity Catalyst, let's just go ahead, get the tier 7. I think we can do 7. We can get up to 9. The one above that, though, is too high. Let's worry about this one first. Because this is going to be a decent... This will be a kind of difficult craft to get up to there. So, I'm just going to work on that. Basically, shift-clicking recipes and crafting up, and then researching. And then we'll come back when I get this. And just crafting up. I forgot to turn this on. Just researching the next parts. I did expand our computer because some of these recipes towards the end get like really high computation, so I wanted to do that. So now we do 6,000 per second or whatever. And I'm just working my way up the chain here. Oops, forgot to put this in here. Now, don't know if we're going to need the earlier ones, so I'll probably just leave them in there. Like, are we ever going to have to craft up a fort? Maybe. Does the later tier mining drones, do they work for the lower ones? I don't know. Alright, for like example, like if I wanted to do lithium, the highest one it shows is a 7. So I don't know. I'll leave those in there. So we got that one. And move on to the next one. Make a recipe. That, and then we need a recipe for this. Now, there is a drill extruder, which makes this much, much easier, especially for all these drill bits that we're going to need. So I have gone ahead and added a interface or a hatch or a bus, an interface with a bus for that. Just realized if I'm going to keep crafting these up, I may just leave that in there. Alright, and then I just basically make whatever. There's a couple things here and there that I need. Alright, cool. This one is sorted out. There is a little something with those heavy duty. I'm just going to craft them up by themselves. Something seems to be flashing. And I have no idea what it is. Because there only seems to be like... it might be that. Yeah. So some of these recipes in the assembler, since I have a whole bunch of them in the one slot, because I still haven't split those all out. That one sometimes has issues, so I'm just going to craft them up, and then I'll craft the rest up. The rest are in the... Actually, I could probably just switch those out. Maybe I should do that. I'm thinking about it. Wait, didn't I switch those out? I have an assembler over there that does... I think I put them back in over there. Maybe I should just leave them in here. I don't know. Alright, let me continue doing this, and then I will come back when I get up to here. It's going to just take me a little while. I'm just crafting up the next mining thing. Just basically waiting for the mega blast furnace. I think it just finished all the things. Sometimes it gets stuck behind. A lot of these got stuck behind one of the slower recipes. Like I said, unfortunately, there's no great way of dealing with that if you're feeding the mega blast furnace with multiple recipes. Sometimes it just happens. But as that is crafting up, and I think we're good. I haven't looked at the the thing. I scanned it, but I think we're good. I did have to upgrade a couple of the hatches because this is 256 and I didn't have a big enough hatch. But we should be good with that. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have put the biggest one. All right, actually that's big enough. It's 512 is the hatch. So that is crafting up. I'm also kind of redoing. I should have a whole bunch of iridium too. Yes, kind of redoing. Like, I hope that's not. Yeah. So what I have is the bottom one. I'm going to build another fusion reactor on top of this. I just don't have it. I'll craft it up. All the hatches take a little while. So I'm going to feed. If we look at this over here, the 2 hatches, like... Oh, I don't have it. But the 2 hatches are shared, obviously. So I have hydrogen in one for the bottom fusion reactor, and then I have fluorine, which is going to be in the top reactor. And... Ooh, this is actually not how I want to do this. I just realized I'm going to have to change this. But what I'm going to do is feed the neodymium in the bottom one, so that's not shared. So the bottom reactor will do europium, and then the top one will do plasma, radon plasma, for our space elevator. But until I get the second one crafted up, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So if I feed this here, should turn on. Yeah. And we should be getting radon plasma right there. All right. So I don't have this fully automated yet, but there is our radon plasma. I guess I could do... Let me just do another ender hatch, I guess. This will eventually be changed when I craft the second one up. So basically we're sharing these two, but only the bottom one will do europium and the top one will do radon plasma. This makes it a bit easier. We'll do radon plasma import. There we go. And then on the other side, here we will do our radon plasma out. And that is one more thing taken care of. All right. I was originally going to feed it from AE, but I don't think it's going to go through faster than one of these underlink things can craft it up. So, or I don't think it's going to be bottlenecked by that ender fluid thing. If it does, obviously we'll switch to A, but I don't think that is going to go through that quick. So we'll just do that. Now, I wanted to switch this to a stocking bus, didn't I? So we'll do... That's and that. And I haven't entirely decided how I want to deal with the actual outputs we're going to get, because they need to go into the ore processing, and that is going to be updated, hopefully sooner than later. I mean, I guess I could do like a... Maybe like an item P2P would be the best, and we'll just feed it into that chest over there. That's probably what I'll do. Instead of doing like a stocking input bus and then I have to like output the stuff into... Although we aren't really going to be getting more than a couple. Maybe I should just do an output. And I'll just manually place it on the storage bus. I don't know. That's probably the easiest. Alright, so we got our plasma. We'll get our stocking input bus set up. We've got it hooked up to our thing for computation. Question is, how are we going to do this? I think I kind of like this. And maybe have a wireless set up. Kind of makes sense, right? This thing is taking quite a while. Is it stuck on something? No, it's just crafting up. I think it was the mysterious crystal that it needs for the plates. I think that's what took quite a while. Yeah, so I'll put that there. Let's get a level maintainer. And these have just kind of ended up going right here. There are definitely some... Like, what is even this setup? Like, what even is this? It's so crazy. And I'm just gonna add another one and make it even more crazy. Alright, we do have enough for that. The only annoying thing with these is you can't hook up multiple. So we have 12. We'll have 12 modules. But we're going to have to either run cabling kind of all over. Which maybe I will. Like I said, I just want to get this up and running, and then I will I'll get it looking like how I want. I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, how are we gonna get all the cabling and make it nice and symmetrical looking? Yes, I know it doesn't have to be symmetrical, but see, like this, I'm like, maybe I'll like put these farther up. Maybe I'll move this up here and then I'll put these. I don't know. I just don't want to have like a wireless connector just for 2 channels. That's kind of what I guess I was trying to say. All right. Yeah. And then we need to figure out the whatever's the coordinates or however it's done. And then we'll see if we can get this to work. All right. Would you hurry up already? All right. It is crafting, or at least it's supposed to be crafting. I did put a thing down. Is it not high enough tier? No? Should be. Alright, we got that there. Double check it's got... Yep, it's got the right things. Alright, what did we do? Robot arms, field generators. Did I put the wrong circuits? May have done the wrong circuits. I did do the wrong circuits. How did I manage that? Whoops. Alright, so I need to craft up. Well, I have 4 right here. Okay, I need to fix that. I don't know how how I ended up with doing that. You know what I think it was? I think the previous one also used those. Now that I'm thinking about it. No, that used UV. I just, Must have just done the... I put the wrong ones in there. Alright, so I made that more expensive than it actually was. Alright, we have level 4 wetware. Alright, well there we go. It is sorted out, and those recipes are actually pretty quick, those mining drones. So yeah, alright, there is our mining drone. I think we're good. I did fix a couple of the rocket part things to use the assembler recipes instead. For example, the rockets. Since I haven't crafted these up in a while. Oh, the boosters, I mean. So this one we used to use a filled canister, but now I switched it to that. That's a much easier recipe. Alright, so we got the mining drone. Let's see if we can get this working. I'm assuming the mining drone goes in there, right? Is that where that goes? I don't know. We're guessing. Is this turned on? This is not turned on. We do have an installed module. That's always nice. Okay, it's humming. I like that sound. So no operation started. We have to set these things. Now, distance, max parallels, that goes by the tier. You're on. Oh, I need to do those. Forgot to do that. So maintain. Go. Just kind of adding to this craziness. I really need to expand my use of these level maintainers. They are so powerful. I love it. Also, I don't think you need to. They connect through each other, I think. Alright, so we need that. Can we do that? Yeah. Amount to maintain, I don't know. 64. And we want to craft 32 at a time. A bit. And then the quadra rods. Actually, I think one of these does these. No, no quadria. No, just the regular. Same. I guess we'll do 64 and 32. Right. Right. That should get those going. And then, you know, obviously I could adjust those. If I want 1,000, I could do that. That's just to get those up and running. Now, these drill bits are actually quite easy. If I had a recipe for that. I don't have a recipe for just basic. There. Yeah. I have Nequada Alloy, Nequadria, Cosmodronium, but I didn't have Nequada because the things didn't use that. Alright, so there it goes. There is crafting that up. So I guess we'll do a rod. Nequada, however you say it. Drill tips. And that will go in there like that. Now, we need to figure out this, and I also need to turn on the quantum computer. Did we turn that on? I don't remember. Where's the front of this thing? Over here. Alright, so that's on. I guess we'll just leave that on at this point. Where did I put my... Yeah, it's barely using 1 amp of UHV, and that is just laughable at this point of the mod pack. So that should be getting the computation that it needs. I don't know if that's going to say anything there, but that's definitely getting the 300 or whatever. So 320 per second. I have no idea what weight means. But the weight of this mine, if it has similar things to go to, I don't know. Size 30 to 120. I don't really know how much we're going to get from this. All right, so distance 70 to 100. That is kind of what I think we need to do. And it might actually find other things in that range. So, yeah. Like I said, we're just kind of learning as we're going here. So distance, I think that would be the distance parallel. I don't do anything in overdrive. I think that's something, but the default is 1. So, I don't know. 85? Go. Is that where you put that? I thought that was where you put it. This turned on. This is turned on. No operation started though, so that is telling me I'm doing something wrong. It did recognize that, like, so it can see that. So we're trying to do this one. Wish I could see like the... Oh, is the range? Maybe it's the range. Distance and range. Distance. No, there's distance. Alright, let me look at this again. And we'll see if I can get this to work. Alright, I got it to run. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's going again. Alright, we'll turn that off. Yes, so the drone has to go in the stocking input bus. Alright. So, we'll see what we got. We should have ores in our A system. Holy F. Is that what we just got for the space thing? Pardon my language there. I think that's what we just got from this thing. From 2 iterations of that? Is that right? Although I didn't get any of the one that I wanted. So I was going for the Infinity Catalyst one, but we seem to... yeah, that's a 50% chance. Maybe we need to find a better distance. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there is... Oh, it's not letting me... Oh, no. Max distance. How about like 100? Well, that's 14 seconds. Also, is that thing moving? Oh my goodness. It is moving. Do we even see that? That is moving and spinning. Man, this multi-block. And now it's on 10 again. Okay, we are getting thousands of ores here. Look at that. Oh, there we go. 8,704 silver, 30,968 tritium, lanthanum. There's that ore done. 7,000. Okay, this is insane. 15,000 indium. That's for one mining module. That's so Space elevator. You are OP. Alright, I do want to get this going again one more time before we wrap up. There it goes. Let's go look at it. Oh, did it go away? Is it just kind of random when it works? Maybe it's just random. Alright, there we go. Well, we're getting a massive amount of ores. I did think that was going to be a little more targeted than we are apparently getting. But, yeah. We're going to have to deal with this insanity. I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, that is so much. Within just seconds. Holy cow. Alright, but I do need to figure out what the heck we're doing with Infinity Cows, because we didn't get a single one of those. Anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching. Have a good one.